Hey guys, and welcome back to episode 3 on the SkizzleCraft server. As you can see, I've been working away since the last episode clearing the jungle in this area behind me, but unfortunately, there's still a lot more to do. But I thought I'd take a break. So I'm not going to be doing any more jungle clearing today. Today, we're going to be doing some building up in this area, the area we marked out when we finished the towers. And as you can see down below, I've been doing a little bit of building down there as well, sorting out the floors. I still don't have a proper entrance to the pyramid. We've just got this hole in the wall. Ow. As we come in here, you can see the ceiling that I kind of got worked out here. So I wanted to get rid of that deep slate because it was just too dark and I wanted glass. But with the towers, it looked a little bit odd. This isn't quite finished yet, but I couldn't just have the towers stood there, so to try and find a way to make it look a little bit more sturdy, like it's got something holding it up. So we've gone for this kind of design. I just need to do something to cover these. I might actually make these into kind of like a reverse and upside down pyramids, and just use the quartz stairs here to make them into points. I'm not quite sure. I'll have to see how that looks. But that's for another time. I've had enough with quartz for today. So we head out here so we can see the circle. This is where I'm going to be building today. Now this is going to be split into 2 sections, and each is going to be a dome. One's going to be higher than the other, and they're going to have different things in. They're going to be kind of a nature area, so there's going to be trees, plants, flowers, everything up there. I'm going to move the bees up there as well. They are in a chest at the minute. They're going to go up there eventually. And that's kind of the height we're going to be going. So once this is complete, this is probably going to be the tallest building in the area. So that kind of gives us a goal for what we're going to do for the rest of it. But first things first, I need to head out to the mining desert and collect lots of sand, because the floor of this is going to be built out of glass and the dome is going to be built out of glass. So I need to collect quite a lot. So when I'm out gathering resources, I usually end up finding out that I'm missing something. And when I was gathering all this sand in the shulker boxes that I collected last time I was resource gathering because I didn't have enough space, I realised that we didn't have anywhere to smelt it. So I spent my time then building a super smelter instead of gathering more resources that I needed. So dug a little bit of space underground and made it so I can just shove the resources in and then get them out, and I can just walk around. And then obviously I had to sort out my dripstone and make sure we had a decent supply of lava. But then again, when I'm resource gathering, sometimes it's not practical things. So I was gathering up a little bit of wood and the last of the bees I needed, and then a bit of gravel, and I got distracted by a bit of shenanigans going on at the shopping district. So why not take a break from the resources?
I got the boat. No, Ace. No.
Still.
All right.
Okay, give us a countdown.
3, 2, 1, fly!
Oh my god, you're gone.
Still
Can-
going up?
I
405.
can't see you. Oh my god. You're coming down? You're coming down.
That did nothing. Okay. I'm stuck.
405. Seconds. Okay, I am ready.
All right.
Do you wanna? Should I give a countdown?
Yeah, you do it.
Okay, 3, 2, 1, go!
Whee! That was fast.
Oh my god!
You gotta tell us what you hit.
1,300, 1,400.
What?
1,005? No way.
1005?
Oh my God, you won't believe
1,500.
that. You won't believe that. Oh my god.
That must have been like perfect timing.
You
There
you
you go.
you will never believe that. You will never. I'm gonna upload it. I'm gonna upload it right now. Oh my god. Yeah, looks
There we go.
good.
Someone else can
Steady
count.
coming.
Yeah, give us a countdown.
To do it in chat as well. Okay. 3, 2, 1. Go.
Oh,
Oh!
you're gone. You're gone.
I can't
It looked
see
like a
anything.
puff of smoke from my angle.
I can't even. You're not even rendered from.
Okay, I've gone past 1100.
Oh my gosh.
1081. Almost 1100. All I can see is
I wonder
beacon
if I went
beams.
higher than I said I did because I was looking at the coordinates on the screen, not F.
Hey, that was a good shot.
Now I'm
count
in.
again.
Now we are ready for takeoff.
All right.
Yeah.
Go.
Go.
I think I
Oh,
nah.
we didn't do it.
Yeah, that was
Nah.
also me.
Oh.
Oh, it's just
Redo.
standing in there.
Yeah, I
That is-
definitely
that
pulled
is
before
so
anyone else
good.
did, at least on my screen.
But we have to connect to the boat first, so can't believe Bungwires died like 2 times in like 10 minutes.
So after all that time resource gathering for all the sand we've got, I got back and realised it's going to take too long to smelt all that up into glass. So I got a little bit distracted building well, somewhere to smelt it all. You can't see it. It's all built. Oops, underground. Let's fix that first. So we've got an input for whatever we want, fuel, and then our output is here. So as you can see, lots of glass melted here, lots of glass melted here, some glass melted here. Actually, we can move some of this over into the shulker box. So we've got a nice supply of glass for anything we need. And on top of all that, I've already prepped all the colours needed for the floor we're going to be building in a minute. So this is working great. Extended the lava here because it does use a lot of fuel, and I'm trying to get it all the hoppers filled up so we can actually keep them in here. I've been doing that for a while, but it needs a couple of hundred buckets of lava to fill it. So I'll just keep going back and filling that up as I've done. Well, each time I visit the storage. So I've been working on these, covering them up a little bit as well. I'm waiting for this to oxidize. I want this in the blue colour, but it looks a little bit better than it did before. So right now I'm going to grab all this glass that we've made, head on up. Oh, I already grabbed it. Head on up to the circle up there, and we're going to get this floor built. So we got through a lot of this. I'm just flying up so we can see it. You can see the floor looks great. I wish I could fall a bit slower. Need some slow falling potions. And I've done the dome on one side. So this is the area that needs building up for the bees to go in. And I've got to smelt another load of glass for the other side. But I've brought up now a load of grass and dirt, so now I need to start building this up. Oh, so the design on the floor is supposed to only really be visible from the bottom. If we can get up, this side over here is going to be covered with dirt and grass. Now I'm hoping it will still look okay from underneath, even though, you know, the texture of dirt's not exactly the best. If not, we'll have to figure something out. I'm just going to do a little bit and see what it looks like underneath. If not, I might have to do a layer of, I don't know, probably the white concrete and then put the dirt on top. Then you won't be able to see the dirt texture from underneath. But this is going to be our little area for bees. I'm going to have trees and flowers and decorate this whole thing. I'm going to find a way to have the bees in kind of a farm, but have it look natural if possible. I do want to auto harvest the honey, so I do need to breed up the bees and probably make some more beehives because I've only got 4 or 5. But we'll do that after we've fixed how this looks. So right now I've got an inventory full of dirt and grass, so I'm gonna build this up and make a little bit of terrain, and then we'll go down and get some saplings and some bone meal and some flowers to make it look a little bit nicer. So I have been working very hard on this. Unfortunately, I did a little bit of building and talking on camera, but I don't know what happened and that file was corrupt. So we missed out a little bit on that. So I'm going to show you around what I've done now. So I've got the bee farms here built up ready. I've not got those covered up yet. I'm going to find a way to cover them up so we can't see it. But the rest, we've just got it all nicely decorated. I've done a little bit of moss, a little bit of grass, lots of different flowers. I went around collecting every flower that I could possibly find. I think I actually got every flower except the pitcher plant. And we got a little bit of most of them in here. So we've got a little bit of glowberries around for keeping the light up, stop mob spawning. And we've got farms working. So we've got this one on honey bottles and this one working on the honeycomb. And I will just occasionally come up and manually empty them and move them down to the storage. I don't really think there's a way I want to have it spitting down into the base into a storage. It is a long way and it would mean I'd have to put holes in. So over this section, as you can see, I've got the terrain started and brought up a couple of animals. As you've seen earlier, brought up a couple of sheep, a couple of cows. Going to breed these up a little bit. So in here, I want to build a barn to have a cow farm in, kind of hidden, but you can't really see it's a farm because I don't really want the farm visible from the outside. So I think this section here, I'm going to build a little barn, and then up on the hill here, I'm going to put 2, maybe 3 little wool farms. Just put fence some sheep in and get the dispensers with the shears in underneath. So I've got a little bit of the resources I need over here. I think I've got everything. I will need to go down and get a little bit more for decoration. I'm going to put some trees on and kind of decorate it similar to what we did in the bee farm next door. But let's get started with the barn. So I thought I'd come up here and have a look from up on the platform, and this is looking really good. I know I said I was going to do the barn, but I got a bit carried away. It's a bit difficult to record sometimes when you've got a little one running around playing as well, making lots of noise. So I just carried on building and got the whole thing finished. I do need to find another way into this. I kind of end up just squeezing in this little hole. I filled it with glass because I only had 3 blocks to land on, but this needs sorting as well. I need to find a better entrance. I did have 1 fence gate to start with, but unfortunately that didn't work because of, if I can find them, there they are. These little guys. I brought some parrots up from the jungle. They are not tamed, so they can just fly around, but when I had 1 fence gate, they did occasionally escape. So I might just put a door on there or something at some point. But these guys are flying around, just the 3 of them for now. I would like to find some other colours and bring them up at some point, but we've got 3 of these little wild parrots, and then somewhere down here I have, there we go, a couple tamed. You need to move over away from the water. And then 1 inside the barn as well. But if we go up here so you can see the barn properly, I've got that built and I think it looks pretty nice. Just did a little bit of playing around with the roof, different colours, but I think it fits size-wise very nicely. It's not too big for the space, but it's not too small that it doesn't have enough detail. So if we go on in, I've just filled it up with wheat to hide the cow farm. as you can see, just behind here, we've got our own little just manual cow farm, just where you kind of add some water, climb up, breed them up, and then entity cramming will give me a good supply of leather. The meat I'm not too fussed about. I don't really need the meat because I'm using golden carrots, but a bit extra food never did anything. So we've got a couple of cows and sheep wandering around out here, just kind of decorative animals, and then we've got the 2 sheep up here. I was going to try and fit 3 in, but it looked a little bit cramped, and we didn't really need 3 because they gather enough just having the 2. And then as you can see, we've hidden the redstone and stuff with all the leaves. Now, I did block them in with glass. Unfortunately, I wanted fences, but the wool kept landing on top of the fences. So we blocked them in with glass, and with the connected textures, it looks fine. No. This has gathered a lot more than I thought. I do need to get some more shears up because they only had a couple. But I'm probably going to gather about a shulker box of each of these colours, and then we'll change the colours up. Instead of having like 16 different, one for each colour, there's no need for that. But this is looking nice. I kind of did a little bit of flowers. Some of these normal, the normal trees over here. Just like I did on the other side, I just planted saplings and grew them that way. But then up here it looked a little bit empty, especially when you were looking from the outside. So I thought if we can get up here and have a look, I would try build a custom tree. I've never actually done my own tree before, apart from small ones. So I like this. It was a little bit higher, fills a little bit more space, and it's a jungle tree, so it fits in with the biome we're in as well. And I'm quite happy with how the tree turned out. So let's head over into the bee section. And we'll just have a quick check. So we've got plenty of honeycomb. I've used some of these on copper actually. And then, I've just emptied this. I just turned these into honey blocks because it was filling up quite fast. Just move the bottles back up top. But the thing I need to do now is to cover this up. Now I've run out of leaves, so I can't do it right now. I thought I saw a zombie then. Yeah, so I was thinking about doing the same as I've done with the sheep and covering with leaves mostly, but I think I might build some trees on each of these sides and then just cover most of the redstone except the beehives with leaves. If you look over here, I tried to cover this chest with moss carpets, but that 1 pixel of the carpet actually blocks the bees getting out. So the chests are going to be visible. But I think, yeah, we'll just put some trees, custom trees on either side and use the leaves and vines and stuff. Maybe in a similar design to the one I've done over there, just to cover them up a little bit. But that is all we've got time for today, guys. So I hope these slightly short videos are okay because it's a little bit difficult with a toddler running around making a lot of noise to actually record tons of clips. So we do a little bit of building and resource gathering off camera. But that is all I've got time for today. So thank you guys so much for watching. Please leave a like if you did like the video, and I'd like to read some comments on what you think of the base so far. So let me know down there, and thanks for watching. I will see you all next time.